So good morning. Morning on Zoom. I've already said hello to everybody on Zoom. Morning if you're, or afternoon if you're watching on YouTube as well. So I hope you are feeling nice and relaxed. We're going to start as always with a few breathing exercises, a few little opening stretches, and then we'll just take it from there, see how we get on. So all fairly easy stuff. I'm going to give options all the way through, so see how you get on. I'm going to be putting a little bit of background music on as well, so just start by relaxing yourself, feet firmly on the floor, arms just hanging down to the sides loosely in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to, as always, inhale and exhale through the nose, and we'll think about 4 seconds counting as we inhale, 4 seconds exhale. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the speed. So inhale and exhale. Now, as we inhale, I want you to roll your shoulders back, turn your hands out and look slightly up. And then as we exhale, we're going to turn the hands the other way, roll your shoulders forwards and look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. You can do this with your eyes closed. And just think about, I'm going to be quiet in a minute, just think about the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Just focus on that. Clear your mind of any other thoughts today. Just thinking about those deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do that 2 more times, nice and slowly now. Deep inhale, looking up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And back to neutral position, looking forwards. Perfect, perfect. Right, so let's do a few more energetic warm-up exercises, just get everything moving before we go into our stretches. So we'll start, as always, with a little roll round of one arm. Yeah, not always, today. Roll round of one arm. So, but it's Wednesday, so it's slow and relaxed. Loosening up that shoulder nice and slowly today. Round and round we go. Remember those breathing as well. So slow inhale, exhale. Let's go the other way. So reverse direction on that same arm. Fantastic. And give me a figure of 8, like an 8 on its side, swooping round slowly and gently. Fantastic. We're moving over to the other arm now, so starting with those big circles. Again, nice and slow, we've got plenty of time, so keep it slow. Let's turn that down a little bit now. And the same arm backwards. Very good. Oh, you're doing nice and slow. That's excellent. And then figure of 8. Same arm, figure of 8. Swooping round. Couple more times. Fantastic. Shake those arms out a little bit. Take your hands in front, clasp those fingers together. Okay, now keeping your elbows up at shoulder height. Let's twist and look around over your shoulder one way. And then twist, look over your shoulder the other way. And then slowly side to side, going all the way through the central position, round to one side, round to the other side. Slowly does it. Let's do one more time each side, nice and slow. And back to the middle. And bring your arms down. A few little knee raises. We do these in the Spritely so you know what to do, but try and go slow. Try and lift the knee up and then plant it down slowly. Lift the knee up and plant it down. Yeah, so it's a little bit of balance required if we're going slowly, which we are. So knee up. Whoa, and knee down slowly with your breath. Ignore me wobbling. You're going to be graceful and smooth and relaxed in your movements. Right, we're going to do two more. We'll try for two more. And I'm going to do one more. And then down. Oh. Well, I don't know about you. I think I need a bit of balancing practice. After that, we are going to let's do a little bit of balancing practice. So, remember with your balancing that it is okay to have a little bit of support for confidence on this. So, for example, just going to put that there. Just going to put that there just in case. You can even just rest the back of your hand against a chair or something or the wall just for confidence. But I want to start off all your weight on one foot, bring the other toe onto the floor, heel into your ankle. And we're just going to stand there for a moment and take a few deep breaths. Very good. Now, some of you will be very good at this, others not so good, but don't worry, you can stay here if you want to. Being here is perfectly good, but if you can, bring your foot up to the side of the knee. If you need the chair, I just need that chair for confidence, really. I know I can do this. You might want to just hold your hands out to the side or above your head. I don't really mind what you do with those arms, and I don't mind if you use some support. We're going to try and get that knee out to the side so we open up the hip so your foot is on the side of the knee, and we'll get that knee round as far as you can. Yeah, and if you're balancing, that's amazing. If like me you just feel you need a little bit of support there, just as I say, just resting the back of my hand on there just helps. Let's hold it for 3 deep breaths. Yeah, so inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly just let that foot come down onto the floor. And we'll change sides over to the other side. So opposite leg now. All your weight on that leg to start with. Other foot just comes in nice and close. heel against the ankle, onto your toes. And we'll just hold there again for a moment, getting used to putting your weight on that other foot. Again, arms can be relaxed to the side. You can hold them out to the sides, overhead. It's up to you, whatever is comfortable. And then when you're ready, we'll just bring that foot up to the side of the knee. This is going to go outwards as far as you can. Some of you will be more flexible in those hips than I am, and you'll be able to bring your knee right out sideways on. But that's up to you. And we're going to hold it. Get used to that position. Oh, I really shouldn't let go. I'm not very balanced today. So let's do 3 deep breaths. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Bring that foot slowly down to the floor. Very well done. I can move this out of the way. I don't need this for the next bit. Just straight into some forward folds. So we're going to do a little bit of a back and a hamstring stretch. So straight into this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Now remember, it doesn't matter how low you go as long as you're feeling a little stretch in your back. And while you're hanging there, breathing those deep breaths, as you inhale, just release slightly. As you exhale, just let gravity pull you down a little bit more towards the floor. Ah, very good. And then on your next inhale, I want you to unfold and bring your arms down. So we're going to do this for an extended hold this time. We're going to cross the arms or grip onto the elbows. We're going to go into a forward fold and we're going to hold it for 1 minute if you can. If you need to come out of it at any point, that's okay. But with me, let's fold forwards. Let gravity let you just hang there. We're just going to hold this for, well, it's about 50 seconds now. And as you breathe, I want you to just let gravity pull you down every time you exhale. We're not worried about where those fingers get close to the floor. We're just going to keep those arms crossed, gripping your elbows, breathing deeply. Listen to the sound of your breath. Clear your mind of any other thoughts other than the stretching and the breathing. Last few seconds. 2 more breaths. And unfold. Have a bit of an old stretch out. Very good. Very good. So we're going into some more serious stretching now. We're going to start. Now you may remember we did this a week or 2 ago, or I can't remember if we did this last week. Just going to quickly show you which one we're doing. We're doing the one where you have the choice of the chair or the floor. So you probably remember this. I'm going to go through both again now, but if you remember which one was right for you, you can go straight into that first position right now. Don't need to wait for me to show you. But I'm going to do the chair one first, just for those of you who maybe haven't seen this before. Start at arm's length on the fingers on the chair. We're going to bring one foot right forwards to the outside of the chair leg. And we're just going to rest the arms down on the chair and rest your head on your arms. You should feel a stretch in your inner thigh. And if you want to take the stretch further, push your hips in towards the chair. Bring that knee forwards, that front knee. Bring your arms forwards on the chair. Rest your head down on the chair. Keep holding that position if you're on the chair. I'm going to go onto the floor version. Up to you which you do. Press up position. Foot steps forwards to the outside of the hands, and we just hold that position. If you want to lower down onto your palms of your hands or even down onto your elbows, some of you might be able to get down so your elbows are on the floor, but again, whatever's comfortable with you. We're just going to hold that for another 4 breaths. So your own breathing, slowly in and slowly out. When you've finished your 4 stretches, you can come out of the stretch, and we are going to change sides. So whether you're on the chair or on the floor, we're going to change sides. I don't mind which you're doing. I'm going to do both just as a reminder. So if your right foot was forward last time, left foot this time, changing over. If you're on the chair, make sure your arm's length on the chair. Foot comes forwards to the outside of that chair leg. Rest your arms down. Head rests down on your arms. If you want to intensify the stretch, just push that knee forwards a little bit more, pushing your hips in towards the chair. Stretch out your hands to the back of the chair and rest your head down. If you're feeling the stretch here, happy to stay here, that's great. I'm going to move on to the floor version. But feel free to stay resting on the chair for the next part. Whichever position you're in, you can intensify the stretch by pushing the front knee forwards, bringing your hips forwards a little bit. We're going to hold this for another 4 breaths, nice and slowly. One more breath, and then release. Bring the knee down, come out of the stretch. Oh, that felt good. Now I'm going to move the chair out of the way. Whether you're on the chair or on the floor, we're all going to be on the floor for the next one. It's going to be very similar, but we're going to add a twist. So I'm going to show you first. I want you all to have a go at this on the floor, yeah? We're going to be in that same position, but this time we're going to bring the foot in between the hands like this into our lunge position, yeah? And then, watch me first, we're going to do a twist up like this and hold it there. So quite a good stretch in the lower back, a twisting action in the lower back. We're still getting that stretch through the thigh, and you will feel it. And even if you were on the chair earlier, let's have a go on the floor now. So start in a kneeling position. We'll go through this slowly. Take 1 foot forwards Take 1 foot forwards and just start getting that stretch by pushing those hips forwards into the stretch. We're then going to take the hands down either side of that front foot. Now if you're comfortable here, we can still do the twist like this, but if you can get that back knee off the floor, that's amazing. So up to you whether you keep your knee down or lift your knee up. Take a breath here, get used to that position, feel that stretch in the thigh. And then, if your right foot is forward, you're going to be lifting your right hand off the floor. If your left foot is forward, lift your left hand off the floor. And lift and twist up. Now, think about the arms should be vertical, pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Don't worry if you can't quite get there. In a few weeks you will be able to do this if we keep practicing. Let's hold this for 3 breaths. Oh yes. When you've done your 3 breaths, bring the hand down to the floor. And you can rest the back knee down and coming back into our kneeling position. And then we're going to do the other side. So this is good because it works on the stretches we've already done, but it adds a twist which is good for your lower back. Just separates out those vertebrae in your lower back. So when you're ready, hands down to the floor either side of that front foot. And then it's up to you if you twist from here or if you raise your back knee off the floor. It's like we're on starting blocks ready to do a 100-meter sprint, isn't it, this position? Now, if your left foot's forward, you're going to lift your left hand off the floor. If your right foot is forward, lift your right hand off the floor. Big twist up. Hold that position. Oh yes. It might feel a little bit awkward. You're not going to worry about that. You're just going to keep holding and focus on that breathing. Just think about inhale, exhale. Your body will look after everything else. Let's hold it for 3 more breaths. When you've done your 3 breaths, bring your hand down, back knee comes down, back into our kneeling position. Very good. Have a sit down. Let's have a sit down. Sitting down on your mat. Now, a little bit more stretching to do while we're here. Stretch those legs out on the floor. In a V shape, in a V shape. Some of you will be more V than other. Right, so. For some people this is going to be difficult. For me it's going to be difficult. Some of you it will be easier. I want you to try and lean forwards and get your hands onto the floor as far forward as you can. As I say, for me with my back, my limited flexibility in my hips and hamstrings, it's only a little lean forwards. But for everyone else, I want you to just think about getting those hands stretched out on the floor as far as you can. Just looking at my Zoom people, can't see your hands, but I'm sure you're doing better than me. We're just going to try and creep those fingers forwards on the floor a little bit more. But don't push it and don't bounce it. The best thing you can do is focus on the breathing. Just let gravity pull you down as you breathe. I want to hold that for 4 more breaths. Inhale. As you exhale, let your body sink forwards. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. And then slowly open yourself up back out of the stretch. Oh, really, I'm getting a good stretch in those legs there and in my lower back. So that's really good. We are going to pause the stretching now, and I want to do some abdominal work. I did promise we're doing abdominal work today, so that's our next section. So while we're on the floor, we're going to be lying down on the back and start with some quite intense little exercises. I'm just going to grab, if I can find it, my stopwatch, because we're going to do a few little timings on this. Da, da, da. So have a lie down on your back. Oh. Let's see. Let's come down like that. Let's go up like that. Can we see those legs? Oh, just about. Legs are going to be up there. Right. We're going to start with the core exercises that we did last week, which means we're going to take the hands onto the floor and we're going to push the fingers towards the feet, rolling the shoulders off the floor. That's going to tighten up your abs and just start getting a little bit of tension through your core. So head and shoulders are off the floor. Fingertips, you're trying to like reach forwards to the toes and just hold that position for a few seconds. We'll get some music on in a moment. So, and just release for me for now. Now, what we've just done is our modification for the next exercises. So I'm going to run through them first. Watch me first, and then we're going to do them together. So exercise number 1 is called scissors. Your legs are going to be up off the floor, and we're going to treat them like scissors and do a little up and down movement like this. I call this scissors for obvious reasons. Now, as I said, the modification is pushing your fingers forwards and lifting your head and shoulders off the floor. That's going to make it more difficult. So have a little go. Legs, ignore my bony old knees and try and keep your legs straight. Okay, so ideally your legs should stay straight and you should just move up and down. We'll do another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest up. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is called crisscross. Crisscross, that's what I call it anyway. Legs out again, and we're going to cross like this. I don't know if you can see that from there. We're going to be crossing like this. Crisscross, side to side. One goes over, one goes under. All the while you're doing this, those core muscles are under tension. So give me a little crisscross. And if you want to make it more intense, shoulders and head roll up off the floor. So you're just supporting on your lower back. Okay, and rest down. We're going to do this properly in a minute. I'm just going through. The last one is called bicycle. Okay, now bicycle, your feet are going to be going around in circles like you're riding a bike, and your elbow is going to twist towards the opposite knee, like this. Oh, that's quite advanced. Oh, you're looking good there. I can see excellent work there. Nice feet, John, nice feet. Good action there, yes. Margaret's excellent on this. Jean, you're just out of shot, but I'm sure you're doing it perfectly. Right, rest down, rest down. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a whole minute, breaking up into 20 seconds on each exercise. So we're going to be doing scissors, 20 seconds. We're going to be doing crisscross, 20 seconds. We're going to be doing bicycle for 20 seconds. That makes up a minute. Ideally, never let your feet go onto the floor. If you do need to rest your feet down at any point, that's okay. Because it is tough, this one. It is tough. So if you're ready, I'm going to give you a little countdown. And then we'll start with scissors. So all in positions. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Clock starts now. We're doing scissors and we're doing 20 seconds. Bum, bum, bum. I'll give you a little count in. We're going to change to crisscross. 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. Same upper body position. Oh, I'll just relax my head behind my hands behind my head. Excellent. When we give you the countdown, we'll go into bicycle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, feet go round in little circles. Elbows. This time you're just resting your fingertips on your temples, twisting your elbow towards the knee. It doesn't have to touch, just has to go in that general direction. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest up. I didn't do particularly well because I was looking at my stopwatch. But how's that feel? Hands up towards your camera. Give me a little thumbs up if that was easy. Give me a thumbs down if it was difficult. Okay. It is difficult. It's designed to be difficult. It's not designed to be easy. That would be no point in doing it. But we are going to do it again. Exactly the same. 1 more minute. Only 2 rounds on this, but I do want to have another go. So we'll see how we get on. Oh, I was looking at my screen upside down, and I can see Jean. I can see Jean. Looking very good there, Jean, in that last section. Let's do it again. So if you're ready, scissors. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Doesn't matter how fast those legs move. They can be really slowly. Any speed you like. My knees are bending a little bit. Try and keep your legs straight if you can. It's all about hamstring flexibility. How straight you can keep those knees as the legs come up and down. 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. Crisscross. Oh, having a few back problems here, so I'm just going to rest up. Want you to keep going. Another 10 seconds on the crisscross. Changing to bicycle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do bicycle. Ten more seconds. My excuses, I'm looking at my stopwatch. I'll give you a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop. Oh, very good. Very good. Good core work. Now so that works a little bit on the rectus abdominis, a little bit on the internal obliques. We're going to move to external obliques now, and we're going to do side plank. So some of you may remember the side plank. We did this a few weeks ago. I'm just going to run through it first, and then we're going to modify it a little bit more intense today than we did last time. So you've got 2 options for the side plank. Option number 1, 1 straight leg, 1 bent knee, foot tucked under, lifted your hips up. That's option 1 for your side plank. Option 2, both legs straight, hips up, body in a nice straight line. That's option 2. So we're going to start off with 20 seconds on each side. Just 20 seconds holding your side plank. So if you're ready, choose which side you want to start on. Oh, full use of the old stopwatch from the old Spritely days. Do you remember that in the church hall? I found it when I was unpacking a bag. I thought, I'm going to use that. Right, 20 seconds in your side plank. Choose which position you want to. Position 1, position 2. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Only 20 seconds to start with. I'll count you down the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest your hips down. Let's change sides. Give you a moment to change sides and then we'll get into position. We'll do another 20 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off you go, 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest up. Cool bananas. Back to the other side. We're going to make this a little bit more challenging today. Let me just show you first so you know what you're in for. We're going to be in that side plank position for 20 seconds again. However, at the end of the 20 seconds, I want to do 10 little hip pulses, pushing those hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 10. And then we'll do the other side. It is going to be tough. Are you ready? Are you ready? Into positions, please. Starting in 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds from now. When we get to the end of the 20 seconds, pulse those hips up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm just going to pause that music while we change sides because my music's only got the 30 seconds left. So let's change sides, we'll do the other side. Oh, it's tough, isn't it? When you do those little pulses, you're really working those external obliques, all the muscles down the side of your body. It's really good for your core to work those muscles. So, if you're ready, we'll start with 20 seconds in position, starting in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Ten more seconds. And then we'll do those little hip pulses. Oh yes. 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, the look on your face. Definitely good for those, what are they called, obliques. So we've worked there. We're going to stay on the floor. All we're going to do now is some more stretches. Short stretch sequence, starting with cat and cow. Yes, the end is in sight. We're doing cat and cow. Into tabletop first. Oh, yes, into tabletop position. There we go. Oh. So knees below your hips, hands below your shoulders. Into our cat stretch. So arch your back up as high as it will go. Engage your core and pull your tummy up. So you're trying to get your tummy as far away from the floor as you can. Arching your back up. Let your head hang down in front and take a couple of breaths. When you're ready, we'll reverse it into cow. Lower your tummy down towards the floor. Tilt your hips. Concave lower back now. Lower back as concave as you can. Get your tummy down as low as you can. Lift your head. And just look forwards about a metre on the floor from your hands in front. That's where you're going to focus your eyes. Keep breathing in this position. Now we're going to move slowly from cat to cow and back again 3 or 4 times in your own time. Work it with your breathing, so long, slow, deep breaths as you move, and just hinge yourself from cat to cow and back again. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more, nice and slowly. And back to neutral. We're going into child's pose next, so sit back onto your heels, maybe widen out your knees a little bit. Stretch those arms forwards and stretch your fingertips as far forward as you can. Sitting back on your heels, breathing deeply. If you can stretch those fingers a little further forward, just creep them out on the floor like little spiders walking across the floor away from you. Lowering your head down, lowering your chest down. 2 more deep breaths. And come out of your stretch. Now we're going to stand up really slowly, but I want to take your time standing up. Don't jump up too quick. Don't want to go dizzy. So slowly, slowly standing up. So that brings us to the end of the session, but before we go, we're just going to take a few final deep breaths, just relaxing those arms down to the side. Close your eyes, no music, just silence. And just think about listening to the sound of your own breath as you inhale, exhale through your nose. Clear your mind of any other thoughts. Take one more deep breath. Open your eyes again. Very well done. Hope we feel nice and chilled out now. I do. Very chilled out. Excellent. And I feel I've had a good stretch, and the core was really good. I feel like I've really done some good there. Hope you do too. So, Spritely as normal on Friday on Zoom. Don't miss that. That's going to be a good one. We've got that salsa moving forwards. Next week, a few changes. Tuesday morning, there will be a Spritely class at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning, but it will not be on Zoom. It will be exclusive to YouTube. It will be a new class that I will be pre-recording before my trip to London, but I will be putting it up on YouTube ready for 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. Same on Wednesday. I'm going to do a lovely stretch class, and we're going to incorporate some Tai Chi style moves next Wednesday. Again, exclusively to YouTube, no Zoom class next Wednesday, but we will be back on Zoom on Friday of the next week. That's the 10th, back on Zoom. Now, Thursday next week, a week tomorrow, coffee, coffee morning at Soames Cafe in Walpole, edge of Walpole Park, South Ealing. Do come along, and we'll have a lovely cup of coffee together, and you can tell me how you got on in my YouTube classes on Tuesday and Wednesday. Show me your moves. Show me your Tai Chi. Tai Chi. Yep, we'll do that next week. So lovely to see you all. We'll sit down, we'll have a chat on Zoom, and see you on Friday. Zoom on Friday this week, definitely. Yeah, Zoom on Friday this week. And then I'm headed off to the big smoke, off to London town on Sunday. Can't wait. Get to see my mum. So that'll be nice. You can turn your microphones on now. Have a little chat. I was looking at the screen the wrong way around, and I saw feet, and I thought it was John's, and it turns out it was Jean's, and that's not an insult, Jean. I was thinking how lovely John's feet look. Thinking, oh wow, John, that's really nice, and they were Jean's feet all the time because I was lying on the floor and everything was swapped round. It was weird. Apologies for that, Jean. I'm sure you feel insulted, but I didn't mean it as an insult.
I was surprised you could see me actually because I'm so far down.
I know, I couldn't see you at all, John, and I saw these feet, and I thought, and I can't read the names when I'm down on the floor over there. I can't read the names on the screen. All I can see is feet and legs. I could recognise Margaret there with her sofas in the background, but any case, how did you find that today?
I was expecting you to do the plank.
Oh, well, we did side plank, but not the actual. Yeah, I thought when you're lifting those legs up and doing the scissors and stuff, it's exactly the same muscles as the plank. It's almost like a reverse plank because you're lifting your body using your core. But adding the scissors and the crisscross and all that, it really does intensify it in a way, but also it makes the time go quicker because you're just doing 10 to 20 seconds at a time. That's the theory. Not sure if that works.